Again, if you have the PowerPoint slides in front of you, you would see that I put screenshots of this on the slides. Again, just to illustrate how you can make this pie chart. I mean, I don't think I went as far as getting this part with the legend, but still, it's not, I don't think it's too hard to figure out. Although actually, well, I mentioned it actually. But that's a way to get a pie chart. You know, if you have Microsoft Excel or whatever, you could do that as well. I don't remember how to do it in Excel. I don't think it's terribly hard. I think it's similar to this actually. I'm using Google Sheets because again, you know, Google Sheets is free to access. You might need a Google account. That's free to make. You know, that's free to make. We're actually on my Google account now. You can see my picture up here, but again, it's all free, so that's why I like Google Sheets. You know, I don't know if Excel comes with every computer. I know they have it on campus, but I'm not going to assume everyone is on campus now. So I just don't think that's fair. All right. That was one example. I have another example also, namely, we have on the slide. Let me just get back to the slides. You know, I don't like going back and forth like this, but to be honest, I don't think I really have any other alternative. Here we go. This is just another example. Basically, we have a survey. You know, we gave it out to 200 high school students. Now, in that survey, the students were asked what their favorite high school class was. And these are the answers we got. No, we put it in a frequency column, in other words. And I'm going to go through how to make that pie chart. As you can see, this is what we would get, although the math part is kind of missing, which I'm really not happy about. But we can fix that easily by just going to Google Sheets. But we can make a pie chart. What's nice about it is it also gives you, as you can see, the relative frequency. That's what these percents are. And we're displaying that data. I mean, could you display this data using a bar graph? Yeah, you could if you want. Let me go make a pie chart, okay? I'm going to make a pie chart of this. Okay. All right, let me try this out. Okay, so again, I got to stop. I mean, the notes, again, I emailed to everyone. Let me stop this. Wrong thing. Okay, let me just get rid of this. So, you know, as usual, I have to type in the data, right? Let me do that. So we have class, we have math. So I'm typing in that data, that frequency table that we just saw, typing that in. There we go. We have English, physical education, which is basically gym class. And, you know, if we were on campus, I would probably have us all meet in a computer lab. You know, then we'd be doing this together. At the very least, you know, you'd be trying this out, probably maybe in Excel, I don't know, but. What am I doing? Okay, so we got that stuff typed in, as you can see. Now let's type the frequency. Nope, there's no Z in frequency, I don't think. There we go. Math is 18, 38, 29, 35. Physical ed, yeah, 55. Then we have 25. Okay, so we want to make a pie chart, right? So let's highlight our data, right? Click and hold with all the data. Again, this is a pie chart. We don't have to, we don't have to sort the data. We could, but we don't have to. Go to Insert, Chart. Now, we don't want this. We want a pie chart. I'm going to click where it says Chart Type. You could actually just click here. Again, you could also scroll down where it says pi. So I'm going to click. We get this. It draws it very quickly for you, which is nice. And again, it also, as you can see, calculating the relative frequencies. Now, let me now make it look nicer. So I'm going to click on Customize. I click on Customize, okay? Go into Pi Slice. No, not Slice. I'm sorry, I get that mixed up. Chart. Where it says Label. I'm going to put the percentage and the value. You probably don't have to do both, but I'm doing that. Then, where it says Legend, okay? It says Position, right? I'm going to put that on the right. Let me see that again. We're in Customize, right? Let me go back. Customize, right? You want to scroll down where it says Legend, Position. You could put it, instead of auto, I'm putting it on the right, like this. And we get this pie chart. So that's what we get. Good. All right. Now, so we have that example, okay? What I'm going to do now, though, is, well, let me get back to the slides now. So are there any questions about how I got this pie chart? All right, I can't see the chat, so if you have a question, use that hand raise feature. Okay. All right, so as before, let me get back to the PowerPoint slides. All right. Okay, again, I know it's kind of annoying. I'm bouncing back and forth, but again, I can't think of another alternative in this, situation we're in. No. Yes. I did mention this before. Now, you want a bar graph, right? What you want to make sure is that the vertical axis, right? Sort of like where the vertical and the horizontal axis meet. You want to make sure this is 0. You want to make sure that. If it's not, what could happen? Well, over here, notice it's not 0, it's 25. Right? But look how different the graph looks than this. But here you can see that the differences in frequency, right? It looks like a lot more than it really is. For orange and green, there's only a difference of 1 in their frequencies. Here it looks like a lot more than 1, right? Because again, that's because of this. So by having this at 0, okay, there's going to be less distortion. Okay. That's just something I wanted to point out. The book also, I even wrote this on the next slide. They do mention a pictogram. And I think they do it with a bag of money. It's just a graphic that they use to show how large the frequency of something is. I'm not going to go into it too much because I really want to save time. I really want to get to chapter 11 and 12 if I can. But it's just something else in the book that they go through. Again, you can read it if you're interested. So I'm not going to go into it, so I'm not going to test you guys on it. What I thought would be a good idea was, I guess, I'm going to do an example. And I figured you guys could take a shot at it, by making an actual, bar graph and stuff using Google Sheets. Okay. But let me do this example, then I'll have you guys do one that's similar to it. So for this one, as you can see, we have this data. I guess so what we did was we talked to 20 college freshmen. We had a sample of those, that is, from however many there are at that college. We asked them, what is their favorite sport? So these are the answers they gave us. What we're going to do is we're going to make a relative frequency table, a bar graph, a Pareto chart, and a pie chart. We're going to make all that as different ways to display this data. Okay, so let's do that. Well, so for the relative frequency table, that's pretty easy. There's 20. I mean, if you want to add up these numbers, you should get 20. And then all you do is you make another column and you divide each of these by 20. That's what I did here. Pause the recording.